Naomi Osaka's boyfriend Cordae is back in the news after releasing a song with an interesting line about the world number 2. Yesterday, the Maryland rapper released an EP titled Just Until with 4 songs to keep his fans fed a bit before dropping his sophomore album From a Bird's Eye View. In the EP's opening track More Life featuring Q-Tip, Cordae says that while he still doesn't believe he scratched the surface of what he can achieve as a rapper, he's appreciative of the success he currently obtains and is looking forward to living more of life. Now in the second verse is where the controversy comes, as Cordae spits, "Carrying loads, bearing foes, peep my catalog, you'll marvel at my various flows. My girl a tennis star, you out here marrying hoes." So that last line is what went viral on Twitter, with people just going in on Cordae. Roy Burns said that Cordae was the hoe due to Naomi's accolades on the court. Quite a few people feel that Osaka is actually slumming it with him, and they say that this is really embarrassing for her and that she's far too accomplished to be dating a bum SoundCloud Negro. Now in Cordae's defense, he's definitely not a bum SoundCloud Negro. His 2019 debut album The Lost Boy was critically acclaimed and earned him a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album in 2020. Now in terms of net worth, it appears that Osaka is by far the more wealthy of the two, totaling a $25 million net worth to Cordae's $800,000. Now money definitely isn't everything, and I think it's unfair to judge a person solely off of their earnings, especially when that person is doing pretty well for themselves like Cordae is. Meanwhile, many users felt that he could have used a much better line to flex that he was dating Naomi, which I understand, although I thought that the lyric was okay. Also, some were saying that he regret this if they break up. Well, at the end of the day, so what if they do break up? They're two young, successful individuals, and I don't think that one line will change anything. Now back to the whole line, that seemed to be the big trigger word for this mini drama. I feel like the critics are split. There are guys that honestly just seem to be hating on their relationship, and a lot of women in particular, however, feel that it was very disrespectful of him to put down other women they feel just to uplift Naomi. People even said that he was slut shaming with the use of that word hoe, and that also he was crapping on every other woman because they weren't as successful as Osaka. Others though defended Cordae, saying that they'd do the same thing if they were dating someone of Naomi's stature. Also, another Twitter user had a point of saying that he's talking about guys going after girls with no prospects, and that instead he's going for someone that actually brings something to the table. I honestly see both perspectives to this whole situation. Initially, I kind of was fully defensive of Cordae because I feel like it's so common in rap to be braggadocious, and I felt that people were kind of being too sensitive. And when you think of the word hoe, it's honestly become such a common word. I don't think that he meant that much harm by saying that word because, again, it's such a common thing to say nowadays in rap, and even outside of rap, it's just such a common thing. Like, not even calling women that word, even men are called that word. So I wasn't really thinking of it as that much of a negative connotation in regards to women. But I kind of do see it how it can be a degrading term, and it's putting Naomi kind of in the same line, using it to kind of, I guess, degrade other women just to prop up his own girlfriend. So I definitely see that. Also, as I mentioned, a lot of people see this as another red flag that Naomi should probably maybe leave Cordae, because according to Estradol on Twitter, any guy that has to use you to put down another woman will do it to you too. I'm still on the fence about this whole thing. I probably need a little bit more time to think about it, although I still don't think that Cordae had any ill intentions, as others may believe. Also, Naomi seems to not take offense by any of it, as she actually promoted the EP on her Twitter. Speaking of which, Cordae made another reference to the 4-time major winner on the second track titled Dream in Color, where he raps, "My girl would forfeit a tennis match to meet my grandmama. Man, she truly a keeper." I've actually been one of the first media sites to follow this relationship when they first started posting about one another 2 years ago, and watching their GQ couples video together, they seem to be very serious, and it was actually really nice to see them together. So I suggest y'all watch that video after you watch mine, of course. Naomi even made an appreciation post for Cordae last month where she thanked him for flying to last year's US Open after she said that she felt sad and lonely inside the bubble. Speaking of that tournament, Cordae received immense backlash then when he was pictured with her holding his middle finger at the camera. I thought that whole controversy was pretty stupid and ridiculous, and believe that a lot of people in the tennis community especially have had this negative perception of Cordae just because he's a rapper. The N-word and the middle finger, I think automatically associates him with this like thug-like persona, and people believe that he's some type of low-class individual when that's not the case at all. He's actually a very talented and respected artist. In my opinion, his cadence and flow could be a bit better, but that's once again my opinion. However, he is a very talented lyricist overall. Also, his beats and song productions generally sound good. I enjoyed all of them on this EP, so
I thought it was fun. I like the beat, so yeah.
Now moving a bit away from Cordae, Naomi is back training on the clay, posting this video of her doing some lateral movement drills to work on her sliding. Also, Venus and Serena are hitting on the green clay too, in preparation for Rome in Madrid. Now only Venus is playing the lateral. Serena's coach Patrick actually revealed to L'Equipe that she is planning to travel to France next week to train at his academy ahead of playing Rome. Now currently in Stuttgart, there's the WTA Porsche Grand Prix tournament going on, and today all the high seeds came through, as Sabalenka beat Kontaveit 7-6, 4-6, 6-1, and now faces Halep in the semis, who beat Alexandrova 1-4. The other two quarterfinals were incredibly drama-filled, as Elena Svitolina pulled off an incredible comeback, recovering from a set in 5-2 down to beat Petra Kvitova 6-7, 7-5, 6-2. Svitolina actually saved 2 match points on 2 separate occasions and won the last 11 of 13 games to send the defending champion packing. I honestly feel for Petra because this is actually now the second time in a row where she fell to Svitolina in a 3-set match where she should have won, as something similar happened in Miami a few weeks ago. The Czech woman will now leave the top 10. World number 1 Ash Barty also had a Houdini act, pulling off a comeback win over Karolina Pliskova to win 2-6, 6-1, 7-6. Pliskova actually served forward at 5-4 in the 3rd set and was 2 points away from winning 5 times. However, Ash, being the champion she is, fought back to reach her 3rd semifinal of the season. On the men's side, Novak Djokovic is steaming through his Belgrade Open tournament, beating countryman Miomir Kecmanovic for a spot in the semis. There he'll play Aslan Karatsev for a rematch of the Australian Open Final 4. In Barcelona, Rafael Nadal earned his first straight set win of the week, beating Cam Norrie 6-1, 6-4. He'll now face countryman Pablo Carreño Busta, who took out Schwartzman in 3 sets. In the bottom half, Stefanos Tsitsipas dominated Alger Aliassime 3-3 and will meet Sinner in the last 8. Yannick beat Andrei Rublev today 6-2, 7-6. That's all for this video, and let me know what you think about the Cordae controversy. Was the lyric both corny and offensive? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.